What's going on, guys? Rich from Ample Minds Podcast here to give you guys the road so far on how season one is going. We're about 3 episodes out from wrapping it up completely, and I'm super proud of myself. Give me a round of applause. I'll give myself a round of applause. I got the contraption here with a majority of amazing buttons that I haven't even tried yet. So let's go ahead and try a new one for the 6th episode. Let me see. Oh, shit. I'm telling you, I got good shit here. I gotta use more often. But to get back on track, guys, this is basically just a recap of how season one is going, my thought process behind season one. I want to kind of go over the premiere and all the stuff that went behind it and what went behind, the episodes that came after. And, just my journey of me trying to grow this Ample Minds brand and understanding that the work starts now, trying to ride whatever momentum I have and just get better each and every single time. So let's go ahead and pull it back to April 1st. And I dropped the first 2 episodes, and it was a great premiere. I was getting a lot of love and support from my friends, family. Thank you guys to anybody who was actively listening and is still actively listening to Apple Minds podcast. But yeah, the premiere was really dope. A lot of congratulations. Yo, this is dope. You can go somewhere with this, yada, yada. Thank you. I appreciate all the love. But, understanding that while this is a great feeling, but this is just the beginning, it's just a premiere and assuming it fades, which it did, right? Because, there's only so many people that can actually tune in and watch. And if they're actually truly interested and not just supporting me for me, right? Oh, I like you, so let me support you, but it's not really what I'm into. So me understanding that I gotta draw a new audience or the audience that I want that correlates with this podcast identity, which is, like-minded individuals that are trying to truly get the best out of their life and understand that they want to learn new things and just go after whatever that is that they're going after. And yeah, so that's kind of what the Ample Managed brand is truly about. So understanding that, okay, cool. That was a great premiere. Let's go ahead and build on it. I had 3 guests on. Shout out to Saeed, Zoe, and Ben. You guys were amazing. I'm glad I got to showcase you guys on whatever little viewers that I have. You guys are immensely talented, and I'm just glad that you guys even came on. And it was a great time. Learned a lot from you guys. So what I was able to do, I was like, okay, cool. How am I gonna scale in whatever little way I can? So I assumed that, cutting those podcast clips and putting them out into social media was my best bet so far. So I've been going on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, posting little clips and stuff like that. My most successful platform has been YouTube Shorts. Shout out to YouTube. That's why YouTube's the best. I've been getting like 1K views a clip. I'll wake up with like 5 subscribers. I'm like, yes, it's dope. We're here. We're growing, right? And Instagram Reels is, up there too. It's, kind of like medium and fucking TikTok. God damn, I can't crack TikTok for shit. That algorithm is tough, dude. Like that algorithm is tough. I only got like 9 followers on TikTok and like 50 views. So if anybody wants to follow me on TikTok, go ahead and follow me on Apple Minds Podcast on TikTok. I appreciate that. Run that up. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And aside from that, me and my boy Mondo, aka Tattoos Tattoo Shop on IG, right here. Great tattoo artist. We're doing a giveaway that ends today, actually. So I'm sorry I didn't let you guys know sooner. But I mean, if you guys follow me on Instagram at Richie Flacco 98, Richie underscore Flacco 98, you guys would be updated on the next giveaway. But it's $500 and a free tattoo, a quarter sleeve. So here to here, completely free and $500. I don't know if it gets any better than that, especially with the resources that I have. I'm barely starting up. Shout out South Bay Stucco. You killed it. Thank you for the money. But yeah, we're doing whatever we can to, what one, give back, and one, I'm trying to grow this podcast brand. And hopefully I can, get some of you guys to really truly hear me out. Cause I feel like I got something going here and I just wanna share it and help people. I'm trying to get better and I'm trying to hopefully help other people get better with my journey as well on this podcast. So I feel like everything's going pretty good. I'm not the podcast. The giveaway ends today, May 2nd. I'm excited to see who wins. But stay tuned on the next one, guys. Stay tuned on the next one. But let's go back. Let's dial it back to kind of those Instagram clips, those YouTube clips. I haven't had a YouTube channel since 2016 or 17 when I had my skateboarding channel. And man, I forgot how I forgot how ruthless those comments are. Like, sheesh, I guess out of like every 20 positive comments, I get a couple negative comments. Goddamn, that's wild. I get a couple of negative comments, just here and there, and I'm like, Jesus, I forgot how this feels. Somebody told me that I'm a fucking pussy because because I'm trying to, be in tune with myself. Like, that's crazy. Like, he was like, "Shut up, pussy." I was like, "What?" I was like, "God, who hurt you?" And I'll just go ahead and take it, because I'm fine. Because at the end of the day, I know myself. I'm confident in myself and who I am. So, and if anybody knows me in person, I don't get embarrassed by anything. You can't have positive without some negative. And truly, I was even talking about it in the podcast with Zoe that, it was great to feel the love, but sometimes, the haters is when you really know that you've made it. So I kind of want haters. So come on, bring it on. All right. But no, yeah, but the internet is a crazy place. And I can see why, people could step away from that kind of space because it can get really volatile. But I'm here, and I'm planning to stick on the positive and, just keep on grinding. And in terms of grinding, with 6 episodes coming out, the editing has been a little tough for me. This is a visual/audio podcast, so I gotta film the audio, edit the audio, remove any unwanted noise, and then match the audio with the visual. And then when I got the visual down, I color correct the visual. I put whatever, Instagram tags or funny things or stuff to make it pop, color correction. And then I go on from there and then I match everything and then I export it. But sometimes that can get a little tough considering however long the video may be or, my creative juices, I get burned down and stuff like that. So yeah, there's times where I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like, shit, gotta go to bed. Like, damn, pressing my eyes and everything, but it's at the end of the day, it's worth it, right? Nothing worth having doesn't require a little work. Luckily, I enjoy doing this, and I will continue to do this because this is the goal that I've set for myself, and I'm not gonna revert to my old habits of just quitting, right? Why quit when stuff gets a little hard? I'm enjoying the journey, and I'm embracing the journey, right? For me, there's no destination right now. I don't know what this truly is and where I'm trying to take it. I just know that I like to do it and I enjoy every little thing about it. Yes, it may get tough, but what doesn't get tough? But that's the truth what of creating anything, whether that be a podcast or a YouTube channel. Yeah, there's stuff that people don't tell you where you gotta edit. You gotta think of ideas. And all this time to or maybe not somebody to even watch it, right? But that's up to you to truly believe if you want to do it or not. And I just want to do it and stuff like that. So, I'm just enjoying it, and I just wanna talk about the guests that I've had on so far, which has been Lorenzo and Saeed. Saeed was the first guest. It's an honor, man. Thank you for coming on to really set the tone of this podcast, and I feel like you killed it. And what I've learned with Saeed from him selling jewelry and grills from the back of his car, from his trunk, he has his own place of business now in Lomita down the street called West Coast Jewelers. That's so dope. He told me that he basically borrowed the jewelry and sold it at a profit. So he would pay the jeweler that let him, the jewelry, and he would keep whatever was left over and he would save up and eventually, earn his jewelry that way. So he was telling me, like, hey, at the end of the day, you don't need to even have your own stuff. If you truly want it, you'll find a way, whether that be loans, borrowing, or just starting completely from zero. Because at the end of the day, do you truly need money? A lot of times you don't. So that was a great thing to, hear. And then as far as my boy Lorenzo, man, he sets the standard in terms of routine for me and structure. Like I want to get to that place. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet. I'm actually kind of falling out of my routine of reading. I got to get back on that. But he has that true standard for me of, the mentality and the ambition. and that constant structure, he's gonna work out, he's gonna run, he's gonna do what he has to do regardless. Wakes up at goddamn 5 AM. So, man, to even have him just talking to him just amps me up, and able to have him in my circle as a friend, it's only gonna make me better, right? And then my trainer, Ben, my dog, a great person, trained me at boxing. He's an athletic dude. We work out from time to time. It's good that me knowing how important fitness is to me because I used to weigh 135. I'm a solid 198 right now. You know, I'm actually pretty lean. I'm actually really, really good right now, but I can get better. I'm over the years, me starting work, I've been working out, quote unquote, working out for about 4 or 5 years, but I never knew what I was doing. And I never really progressed at a level that I should have if I ever, one, took it seriously and I took my diet seriously. But, trial and error, but I'm glad I can call Ben and, have him give me that advice or anything along those lines. I appreciate that. So those are the 3 guests that I've had so far, and if you guys haven't seen those podcasts, I recommend you guys go check them out because you can learn something there, and I hope you guys can come back because it's not over yet. Season 1 has a lotta good stuff on the way in terms of I'm having one of my good friends, Brando, come on. He's an actor. He's been on a couple of Netflix series, the Selena Netflix series. He was, in a couple of episodes, so if you guys are familiar with that, I'm gonna have him on. I'm actually signed to a casting agency, and I get emails for casting all the time, but I just can't get myself to do it. There was one time where I did do it. It was a casting in Calabasas for, like, a hair salon, and there was, like, a runway, and then I made it to the last 3, they just brought a group of handsome men. They brought a group of handsome men and had us like cattles, like cows, and we were just there, and there were just 3 people looking at us, like, not even saying a word, but they would just come up to you and be like, "Hey, like, let me see your hair. Do you mind cutting your hair?" and stuff like that, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, like, whatever it is, they're gonna pay me, like, $500 for the day." But, yeah, they ended up going with this taller Ken dude. He was way handsomer than me, I'm not gonna lie. But that was my last casting, but I made it pretty close, but for some reason, 1, at the time, I didn't have a car because of my DUI, but I just stopped, submitting and stuff like that, so I kinda wanna talk to Brandon about that. His road about being an actor and stuff like that. And then Kingsley, same thing, he's mostly a model, but he's been in a commercial with Lil Nas X and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to, pick his brain because we went to high school and middle school together, and he's just starting out too, but, he has a lot of cool things about him, and he's a very creative person, and I wanna talk to him. So, absolutely, I think hold on, my boss is calling me. Yes, Becky? What's going on, Becky? Work, I'm not a full-time podcaster, I got a job, we can't just let go of both jobs, I just let go of one. But, yeah, for full-time podcasting, that just may what that's just what it takes sometimes. But, yeah, as far as, those are the 2 episodes that I got coming out, and there's more to come. So if you guys enjoyed it, and if you're enjoying it currently, I appreciate anything of significance that you guys wanna ask me, in this comment sections. I wanna be more interactive with you guys, so anybody who's actually watching, go ahead and ask me a question, and I'll try to answer it, whether that be in the comments or maybe in next video. Or what do you think that I can do better? What options do you guys have for me? Because I wanna be a community-based podcast and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's basically all for today in terms of that was the recap. We're closing in on season 1, and I'm super excited, and I'm glad and I'm proud of myself that I'm able to, go this far with it. That's just far for me because I would usually pick stuff up and I would drop it. And I'm having a blast with this podcast. I truly am. So, my name is Richard Ortiz, and I'm out.
I'm just passing the time.